Hey guys, what's up? Joker here. I was thinking like, what should I do for this video? I could make the relic guide, but nah. I'm like, should I be doing? There's like nothing to do in Shadowbringers, and then I just thought about it. It's like, oh, that's what I should do. What to do when you're done with all the Shadowbringers story? For all the people who are joining, they blaze through the story quests. Okay, what's there to do? What's the thing that keeps your sub going besides just the main story? And for some people, the main story is gonna be it. They just don't really care for the other things and stuff like that. But for me, I'm like, I might as well keep playing. It's a pretty great game. And there's really a lot to do still. One thing I thought of is the mounts, doing these extreme trials. It's just really cool getting these mounts. The Great Hunt, it actually dropped for me the mount, and I won the roll. I was actually like, oh, I don't have to do this 20 more times. But for the Reed Snake, it's like, oh, I had to do that 99 times because I couldn't win the roll. Um, and I felt great about getting both. It's like, and then I also got Tsukiyomi really quick. I got it in like 8 times. So it's like three different things. So it's like, here's the rare mount where it's like, oh my god, it dropped and I won the mount. And then here's doing this 99 times. It's like, hey, I'm a tank. I can farm on my tank mount. And then here's this. It's like, oh, it gives me it really quick. And now I have two left here, and then I can do all Shadowbringers. It's like, that's something you can do. Your extreme trials to get the mounts. You can do the raids if you never did the raid. Maybe even like test yourself and do savage, get the mounts, or just say, hey, I did this. This is something I did, and it's actually a bragging right. And that also brings into like the ultimates. That's another raid content thing. If you really want to test yourself, really like challenges, that's content for you there. Then you bring it up to PvP. I mean, in my opinion, PvP isn't a draw for me in this game. If I wanted to play PvP, I honestly would play any other game that is PvP, like Valorant or Rainbow Six, something like that, rather than this where PvP is just another mode. I don't know if people who played WoW they like the PvP there. To be honest, the PvP in WoW it looks super boring. I don't know if that's just how it is now or whatever. This PvP is also super boring. I've heard that this is like a mode they neglect. To be honest, I don't feel you need PvP in this type of game. You got raid content, you got trials, you got main story, you got a bunch of other things. The PvP I think was just there because other MMOs have PvP. This is just my honest take. But if you want to do PvP, there are mounts for PvP. There's the feast you can do, where like you can get top 100, you get a mount, you get special armor. That's just more bragging rights things. So if you actually like the PvP, and there are people that do like the PvP, I'm not hating on it. It's just for my opinion, I mean, I just do the front line to be honest, and I don't like it. If I wanted to play PvP, I honestly would just play Rainbow Six, play Valorant, play like a multiplayer game. I mean, hell, I went and played Battlefield 5 like last week, and that was way more entertaining than playing this PvP to me. But this is just another thing you can do when you post content, farming out mounts, whether it's playing PvP and you actually enjoy it. It's just another thing to do. I mean, hell, you can log on and still do your dailies if that's what you want to do too. That's also something to pass the time. You don't need to log in and play this game 10 hours a day, but you can just log in there, knock your dailies out, and you're good. It's like, and then another thing, it's like doing other classes. I'm on my red mage, and I'm just leveling this guy up. There's so many classes to look at. I mean, look at all my classes I haven't even touched, let alone that not even 80. You can farm other classes up to 80, and you get a mount. Also, it allows you to go and do other characters you might have not wanted to try, but allows you to go out do something new. And maybe you like the class. Maybe you actually like being a scholar and healing, and you never thought you would like healing. Maybe you like being a lancer or a dragoon up close and personal, doing DPS when you were always an archer or something like that. It's a good experience just to flex and do other classes that maybe you wouldn't have enjoyed or thought you would have enjoyed. Rather, and then you also get a reward if you hit 80 with all these classes. You get them out. So there's a lot of incentive. Then also there's a thing of crafting. I mean, you can be a crafter, level up your guys there too. Be a gatherer, go fishing for that's what I've heard is the real end game fishing. Um, I mean, kind of like for me, weaving and alchemy, like being a crafter is a real nice, relaxed thing to do. You put on a podcast, you weave or you craft or whatever, and you can also turn them in for collectibles through the various vendors. Like over here in Elitishire, you can just walk over. There's this person over here. They're like, oh, where you go praise, and you get the scripts, the yellow scripts. There's this lady over here. You can do like deliveries, also for specific things that are really easy to craft out. It allows you to like engage and actually learn your crafter, and it's something else to do. Like also and now also like here's another thing you can do is the the beast tribes. I know a lot of people probably have been neglecting beast tribes. You know, it's not the sexiest thing to do, beast tribes. Um, but again, they give you mounts. It's something to do also that takes up your time. And it's also not something that's really a big time sink. Because those are also daily capped. You can only do 12 at a time, so it's like, okay, maybe you do three Vath, maybe you do three Pixie, three Dwarf, and then three Sylph, and there's you got four done, and it's a grind. It takes months. I mean probably like a month. I would say maybe yeah, maybe like a month. I mean, I'm trying to think in terms of the emulsia because I did that, but the thing was like I staggered it over a long time, but it takes about a month because of that daily cap mostly to get to the level where you need to get them out. And for the base game ones, it's level 4. I mean, here, let me just check it out. I'm pretty sure it's 4. So for a Realm Reborn, Beast Tribes is more than just emulsion itself. It's just there's Exile, and there's some other ones too. There's a ton in a Realm Reborn. Heaven's Sword, you have to get to level 7, I want to say. Um, uh, no, it's 8. It's 7 for Shadowbringers, the dwarfs, pixies, and then the bunny girls. But for Heaven's Sword, it's 8. This one kind of goes faster because you get 70 instead of in Shadowbringers you actually get 60. So that's why there's that level difference. Stormblood, I think it's also the same where it is 7. Don't call me on that though. It's pretty easy to look up what it is. Um, I found a page that just tells me the level I need, and I think it also just you go to the vendor, you'll be able to buy it for gil, is what it is, not the beast tribe tokens. You need actual gil, and that kind of like leads back to the point of doing crafters because if you do crafting, then you can make a shitload of money because crafting is really the easiest way to make money in this game. Also, if you want to make, and that's another thing, if you want to make money and have a ton of money and get those baller mounts like the little the little bee type thing, and then the amas the fish guys, but they're golden. That's like 25 million and then 50 million. So you need a ton of gil, farm out these high end trials. It's not a great way because you have to roll and get those materials, but the materials give you a ton of money. Another thing you could do if you want a ton of money is the treasure hunts. I don't have a map right now. I actually did a run and it wasn't really that great, but like sometimes you can get into a treasure chest. A portal might open if you have a party and do it with a party because you will not be able to do it by just yourself. There's plenty of discords that have that. If you have a free company too, they probably will have a night or something where they do treasure maps. Um, you know, there are stuff to do. I mean, you could also farm out your relics. I'm also doing my anima. I don't think I'm gonna do my Eureka, but or my zodiac, but I'm doing my anima. I did my blade weapon for my paladin, and I'm gonna be doing my blade weapon for my samurai. It's another thing where it's just another item you keep doing, and it's another thing what makes you keep playing the game. It's also kind of interesting because there's a lot of things to do that are kind of varying. If you want to play PvP, play PvP. If you want to just, grind out, best in slot, that's also something you can do. And you need to do dailies. You need to do Beast Tribe quests because those also give you Poetics of Revelation. It's actually not that bad of a way to get, some incremental, unless you want to just keep spamming dungeons all day synced, because if you do it unsynced, you're not going to get any Poetics. Um, like you only get Poetics through this roulette or synced. You can get it unsynced, but you have to hope that somebody hasn't done the thing in the first place. That's how you get the bonus. And I think it's not even Poetics of Revelation. You at Poetics of Allegory, which are kind of useless for endgame gear wise. I mean, honestly, let me know in the comments like what you guys use Poetics of Allegory for, because I've always seen it where I actually looked this up and it's only gear really that you get with Poetics of Allegory, which seems kind of useless because they're like immediately irrelevant with the last Alliance raid and doing Savage, and then even getting using your Poetics of Revelation to get you can get best in slot through that. I mean, like I have this 530 here. I didn't get it through Savage Raid. I just got my Poetics of Revelation, bought the gear, and then I used these tokens. You have to beat each Alliance Raid one time, and a token will drop. These coins will drop, and then you can turn in all three of those coins, and you'll get a best in slot 530 for just there, and you don't have to do Savage, but you did an Alliance Raid that takes I think about 30 minutes or so each. Each one's about 30 minutes. So there's that. There's also Baja. You can go in there, farm out the clusters if you want, to get either, the mount, to get the different hairstyles, because those are also worth a ton of money. I don't remember if they're really worth that much anymore, but some of them do go for a mil at least. So there's more gil grinding. I mean, honestly, also like when you log in, this is like another like a little silly one, but it's like you log in, just hang out and talking with different people. I mean, damn, if you go in night at Limsa, there's a shitload of people. It's like I'm talking about like midnight. It's like, why are you guys here at midnight sitting in the city doing nothing? Um, I mean, we know what they're doing, but you know, just hang out with your friends or something like that. But there's a ton to do, and I'm actually surprised that I am still playing. I honestly thought like when that Shadowbringer story finished, I would have been drawn to do other games, um, or play other games, and it's just I kind of want to just keep playing this game, whether it's for these Beast Tribe quests. I mean, hell, these guys I haven't even done one thing for them yet. But doing the Beast Tribe quests, getting mounts honestly is a big deal thing for me. I just want to have that glam. I mean, like, look at them. Ooh. Ooh. Took me 99 times killing Sirayu to get this thing, but okay. Getting mounts. I've also seen people, trying to farm and get minions. If that's something you want to do, here's the only problem with minions for me, is people don't know which ones are rare. That's the only drawback with minions. You can do hell. I don't know how I forgot about this, but gold saucer. Just farming out, getting the gold. Like you can spend hours in gold saucer. I can spend hours playing also triple triad. That shit's just fun. It's just fun stuff to get lost in. Get some gil. I mean, not gil. The gold points, whatever they're called, Manderville gold points, and get those mounts, or just have it so you can buy shit that's in the vendor, whatever you want. And then also there's like some fun quests. I mean, like one for me that like kind of comes out is the Hildebrand quest. Where is it? Yeah, here. The Hildebrand quest. I've been going through that just because it's like I kept putting it off because it's like not really the biggest deal, but it's like honestly that quest is just pretty funny. It's actually funny how it is. Like I'm actually like laughing during the quest, and I have to read through most of it. It's not voiced so far in my experience, and it's just a good time. It's a really silly little content they did on the side. There was none in Shadowbringers yet. I mean, I don't think there's gonna be another one, but there were quest lines for A Realm Reborn, Stormblood, and Heaven's Ward. So yeah, I mean, there's about 20 in A Realm Reborn, and then I think 8 in Heaven's Sword and 9 in Stormblood. So there's a good amount of quests. I mean, I'm almost done with the 50 ones, and it took me maybe 3 hours to go through from the start, basically. So it's a good amount of content there as well. I mean, there's just a ton to do. I mean, I was honestly surprised. Let me know what you guys do. Waiting for Endwalker. What are you guys doing? Please like the video, subscribe. It helps me out. Also catch out my Twitch stream. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday through Saturday. I will not be on tomorrow though. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and peace and bye.